I have a secret that I need to share with you. I've got a 16-year-old son and I've got a 21-year-old son. And the 21-year-old son is, junior year of college and looking at the next steps here, possibly going to dental school. And, I don't think he's ever going to move back into our house, which is fine. But my secret is I'm a little bummed that I'm about to become an official empty nester. I'm already halfway there. My next guy is a junior in high school, and so it's just on my mind. I'm kind of bummed. I think a lot of people feel that everything went fast, and I do kind of feel that way. I certainly know that we enjoyed some great things along the way. I'm in my son's room here, my 21-year-old son, and I just thought I'd kind of pop over here and take a look at, I guess what used to be. And I'm super proud of him, and I'm proud of both of my boys for, them working on their goals and getting after things. And I've been fortunate that both my boys are driven, and there's things that they want to accomplish, and they try to get after it. But I'm a little bummed. There's some Lego things that he had worked on at one time over there. That surfboard, sadly, he's never used it. I don't think he's used the boogie board either, but the surfboard was a gift, and he had asked if he had earned his rank of Eagle Scout. I had asked him if there was a gift that he wanted, and the surfboard was a gift. So I've tracked down some guy here in Phoenix, and I don't know if you know this, but there's no beaches here in Phoenix, and I bought this surfboard from him. Here's a cool, I think this might have happened during the COVID era, if I remember correctly, this puzzle piece here. But his grandfather, my father-in-law, had helped him turn this into something that was like a poster type of deal. But if you remember the COVID days, you were coming up with all kinds of things to stay busy. So I won't go too deep into this, but this is some of his photos of family and life. Again, he had this interest in surfing and things, so he's got these cool kind of posters on the wall here, and cool pillow. So kind of his decor here. But we've done so many great things. He and I were and I've probably brought this up before. Sorry, I'm playing around with my camera. He and I did an 89-mile backpacking trip 6 years ago when he was 14, and he was already an Eagle Scout. But man, it was a just completely wild trip, really stressful and challenging, but then just beautiful country in northern New Mexico, amazing experience, and I wouldn't have traded it for anything. Every 4 days we had to get to a food supply. We were drinking out of creeks at least half of the time for the total 11 days we were out on the trail. I've got a picture probably somewhere. Just one of the things that I think about too was when he was just 1 year old, we went to Kauai, and we ended up on this beach. It was like Ki'i'i Beach or something, and I'm butchering the name. Probably because I'm from Ohio and I don't have a clue, but and I just remember going way out in the waters with him, and I was holding this little baby guy with me, and just an awesome dad experience. And there's this old photo of me, I guess, kind of following my dad, and we were in Aruba when I was a little guy before we had moved to Brazil. And so it's kind of a neat thing for that to happen to me. I'm out there in the ocean with my son, and the same thing had happened when I was a little dude with my dad. But yeah, again, I'm a little saddened by this whole empty nester thing, and I know that's something that my wife and I need to address, which is just, us doing life where we're not just everything's kind of focused on kids and kid schedules and things like that. Not that I don't love my boys, but my wife and I were together before the boys ever existed, and we're going to be together after the boys have moved on and they're doing their own lives. And so, I don't know if any of you are empty nesters, if this is something that you're dealing with. And again, my secret is I'm a little bummed by it, and but I also know this is a great time for me to focus on myself, focus on my relationship with my wife, and continue developing, let's say, new goals for myself to get after. And I'm excited also to see what my boys can do, what they can accomplish. And it's another reason for me to stay healthy. So I'm around to see these things and see what they're doing in their life. So anyways, thanks for checking out this video. And I really appreciate you being a part of my channel. Hope you subscribe and like the video. So thanks